Oh, micro followers, grab yourself a cup of coffee and just wait until I tell you about my day. Guys, have you ever had one of them days where you're just like, is there like Mercury retrograde or solar flares or apocalypse or something like, and you wonder what is going on? That's my day. That is exactly how my day has been. Like, it is Lemony Snicket's day is what I call it, because it is just a series of unfortunate events. So this micro farming journey is going to today be a blog entry, because I am so overwhelmed with what has happened in the very short period of a day that I've had so far, okay? So I get up at 6 a.m. in the morning. It's fairly normal. I didn't sleep very well last night. I was kind of groggy when I got out of bed. So, of course, coffee and, I get the kids ready for school and whatever. So, but then, I knew that today was going to be funky because my son is like, I have a bowl of cereal for breakfast. I'm like, sure, go ahead, pick whatever kind you want. I got like 5 or 6 different kinds in there, and he opens the cupboard, and 5 clay bowls and a glass bowl come plummeting out of the cabinet into his face. This is how my day starts. A half an hour out of bed, this is what's happening. So I'm like, okay, it's gonna be one of those days. So I'm extra careful to make sure that things are up to par for getting the kids ready for school and whatever. I get them out the door and everything's fine. And he's fine. By the way, he got some bruising on his lips, but there's no cuts, no blood, no nothing. I'm down 6 bowls now, but whatever. So I get the kids off onto the bus, and come in and get my boots on. I'm getting ready to go do some chores, and I get out there and I'm watching Poppy, my Welsh Harlequin hen, and I'm like, she's limping. I'm trying to look, without disturbing her too much as she's doing her little thing. She's acting happy, she's eating, she's drinking, whatever. Jeffy's being Jeffy, trying to do his thing. But anyways, I can't see anything at first, so I was like, grab the phone, and I'm like, guy's going to keep an eye on Poppy because she's limping a little bit this morning, and I don't see anything as far as damage goes, so, or wounds, or, whatever. I'm making this short little video clip to put on the Facebook page, and that way I could have a couple people just follow along with me to, check in progress to see how Poppy's foot is coming on. It was her right foot. So I go ahead, I stop the video. It was a very short video. I go ahead, I stop the video, and as I'm looking, all of a sudden I realize she's got Bumblefoot. I'm like, you have got to flippin' be kidding me, because I seriously just jinxed myself hosting my first YouTube video and was all like, oh, I'm so blessed that I didn't ever have to experience Bumblefoot. Well, open mouth insert foot, because there it was. Oh, that's not the best of it. The best part is not just one, but both feet. Both feet have Bumblefoot. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I have never dealt with Bumblefoot before. I shouldn't have even opened my mouth about it. It's like, you know what I mean? I sent out this supernatural, bring me Bumblefoot, because I've never experienced it before. So, of course, I did what any other person would do. I asked Google. I Googled everything. For an hour, I just Googled how to remove it, what causes it, and the whole shebang. So in short, Bumblefoot's a staph infection. Okay, and it's usually caused by a wound, a cut, something of the sort, some kind of wound damage to a bird's foot. It's duck, chicken, whatever, doesn't matter. It gets infected. Here's the problem: is it's got this core in it, kind of like a wart, like a planter's wart. It's got a core, a pulp on the inside. It has to come out. It's got to come out, or you're not saving anything. So I'm all over the house, completely unprepared, mind you, because I'm still a beginner, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, I know I need some hydrogen peroxide, some triple antibiotic ointment that is not pain relieving because the pain relieving is toxic to birds. I know I need some Epsom salt. I know I need some tweezers, some scissors, some kind of bandaging. I'm throwing together anything I could possibly throw together. Like I pride myself in my ability to makeshift and rig things, but like you would not believe, like I deserve a Grammy for what I pulled off this morning. So I get Poppy, I bring her into the house, and I've got her in a warm Epsom and oregano bath. Side note, oregano is an antiseptic, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, antibiotic kind of thing. Okay, so anyhow, she's got oregano and Epsom salt in her tub. They said let her soak for about 5 minutes or so. Like, I had her in there for a half an hour, and the lid, the top of the Bumblefoot was still so hard that I struggled to get that off of there. I can't imagine. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do any damage at all if I would have left her in there for 5 whole minutes. But anyhow, nonetheless, she enjoyed her bath. Absolutely loved her bath. Like, she hasn't been in the house since she was just a duckling. So, she ate the oregano out of the tub, and she did her little flippy floppy, torpedo jet thing through the water, and she's acting perfectly fine. She's eating, she's hobbling, but she's moving. So she's in good spirits. She's in totally good spirits. See, I had videos of all this, but that's the icing on the cake, and I'll get back to that here in a second. Just bear with me. So I soak her in the tub for about a half an hour. I bring her out to the counter. I've got her wrapped in a towel. I put her down on her back, and I'm kind of getting a better look at this point at both of the feet. And the right one, which is the one that she was favoring, was worse than the left one, which obviously is self-explanatory. Anyhow, so I'm struggling really hard with getting this first one out, because and the core was coming out in pieces instead of like a chunk. So now that I'm looking back on the whole situation from start to finish, I really got to pay extra special attention to that one, because I'm not so sure I got all the infection out. But so what I did was I worked the top off the scab, the outside scab of the Bumblefoot, and kind of dug down in there a little bit. I actually had to trim some of the skin away on the outside, and then I dug down in there with the tweezers and removed the core of the Bumblefoot. After I got that out of there, I flushed it really good with some hydrogen peroxide, and then stuffed it with triple antibiotic ointment. It was not the pain relieving kind. I almost thought about putting my TheraBomb in there, but I know that some of the essential oils that I put in the TheraBomb might be a little painful for an opened wound. So, scratch is one thing, but a huge gaping hole is totally new ballparks. So anyways, so I got that packed with triple antibiotic ointment, and then I put bandages over top of it. So both of her cute little webbed feet are bandaged. She's walking, she's putting, pressure and weight, and she's standing and she's moving around, obviously in short increments. But I've got the ACV in her water and some oregano in her drinking water, and have her separated from the rest of the flock, of which I had a video. I had several videos of that process also, because as soon as I realized that she was limping, I knew immediately that I had to separate her from the rest of everybody else. So to hurry up and make a makeshift someplace to throw her, I ended up using the Eco Coop and some I don't know what it's called. It's like some kind of pet perimeter fencing for your yard. And made a little makeshift thing over that and got it covered, so she's got some shade and some protection from anything sky predators. But anyways, so I thought, take a bad situation and kind of flip this around a little bit and figure out a way to make it beneficial. So I'm like, okay, how about we turn this into an educational process for others like me who have never dealt with Bumblefoot. That way they can follow along, because like I was nervous. I am not gonna lie. I was scared. I was scared for her. I was scared I was going to do something wrong. I was scared I wasn't going to get it right. I still am not positive that I did everything right. We got to kind of monitor the healing process to find out. But anyways, I thought maybe if I take, as I go along, and I'll take these videos and put something together for the YouTube channel and also for the Facebook page. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, here it is. Here is the icing on the cake. I don't know what happened, but my phone just like totally fritzed out on me. Okay, like it starts typing stuff, and I'm not even typing, and it starts opening programs and closing other programs, and this program closed unexpectedly, and would you like to restart it? And I'm not even touching the phone at this point. Okay, so what had happened by the time it was all said and done, every kind of media file on my phone that was not a screen capture is gone. I have lost all the videos that I took this morning, which I lost count after 8. So I know there was 5 or 6 times that I had tried to post on YouTube, and then several times after that I had tried to post on Facebook. I lost all of those clips, all of those videos, all of my pictures, everything that I have taken a picture of pretty much since I've got the phone is gone. The only media that is still on my phone is anything that I did a screen cap on. Now, again, trying to make a bad situation, see light of things, like I have 35% storage use on my phone now. So I have tons of storage. I could make this video hours long if I wanted to. That was so not cool. I had some really good video. I had some really good footage of this whole experience from start to finish. Like when I went outside and seen that Poppy was limping, clear up to the moment to where I was like, look, there it is. She is good to go. And it's gone. Here's a messed up thing. I lost all that stuff. So I tried to do like what I'm doing right now. I tried to do a live post on YouTube. Well, I'm not authorized to do a live feed on YouTube yet, or I don't even know what that meant. So I couldn't do that, so it just said record instead, and I was like, okay, fine, so I recorded instead. 4 times. 4 times, YouTube. 4 times I recorded, and 4 times, YouTube, it failed to post. So I got really aggravated with that and was like, you know what? That's fine. Kiss my butt. Going over to Facebook. So I got on the Mission to Micro Farming page on Facebook. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times on Facebook. Again, it would not post. I just tried to do a short video. This one is long. I'm at 14 minutes so far. I just tried to do a short cap and be like, hey, guess what? This is what happened. Found her this morning, brought her in, tried to fix her. Think I fixed her. I'm not really sure. We're going to monitor on Facebook. Thanks for watching. Bye. And, just try to do a quick post like that. That way, because this was a monumental moment for me. I've never dealt with Bumblefoot before. And especially because I mentioned it 2 days ago. I jinxed myself. I know I jinxed myself. But anyways, I wanted to share this experience with my followers because, all of a sudden I'm having this epiphany that you don't have to not be taking care of your livestock correctly in order to get Bumblefoot. Bumblefoot is not one of those things where, oh, you're not a good farmer or you don't take care of your animals and that's why you got Bumblefoot and your birds. It's not like that. Now all of a sudden I'm having this revelation of Bumblefoot's a real thing, dude. Like, it doesn't matter, you know, how much I keep the clean bedding in there. If I change it every day, I do change it every day, but you know, what kind of bedding you use, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How clean you keep your birds, what you feed your birds, how often you change your bedding, it does not matter. Bumblefoot, it's a real thing. I wanted to share that with you guys. And technology was totally against me this morning. So not only has it sabotaged every single bit of media on my phone except for the screen caps, my connection. Like, I went to Facebook and couldn't post the videos on Facebook. Even I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Live. I'll do a Facebook Live. Facebook will let me do live. YouTube might not. Facebook will. Guess what? I stuttered a lot through that video because I stopped and I repeated myself a lot. And then I went from topics, like completely missing, you know, leaving out the middle because I was here when I left off and lost my connection. And then when I got back on, I was like, I don't know where I was. So anyways, and then I would just pick some random thought where I thought maybe I was leaving off. Anyhow, thanks for listening to me vent. Sorry, this was not intended to be a blog post or a Dear Diary or a poor me, but, you know, this was my first experience with Bumblefoot. It was kind of a big deal, and I kind of wanted to share it with my followers. So, here's where I currently sit. I actually just had this thought that, like, my luck would be, and all of a sudden I'd start choking on my coffee in the middle of making a YouTube video. Anyhow, that would be my luck, because this is my series of unfortunate events day. Anyhow, this is where we sit with Poppy. So I've got her Bumblefoot removed, and I've got that packed with triple antibiotic ointment. Her feet are wrapped. I'm going to give her 2 days. Unless the Band-Aids come off. These are the big Band-Aids, like the waterproof big 4-inch by 2.5 or 4-inch by 3-inch Band-Aids. We keep those around often. But, so she's got that wrapped around her foot. And so unless she manages to work those off over the next couple days, in 2 days I will be checking her. So that will be Sunday. On Sunday I will be checking her because I want to make sure that that's healing okay, and I need to check her progress healing anyways, because here's the thing. So I've got her in the Eco Coop, okay, which I had a product review on that and was going to post that to YouTube, but now that all my media is missing, I have to do another one. But anyways, so I've got her in the Eco Coop, which is originally intended for the ducklings that are going to hatch in 6 days. So Poppy's not going to be able to stay in there. And it seems kind of selfish because I kind of feel like I'm rushing her healing process. I do want her to heal at a healthy rate, but at the same time, like, I might have to figure out how to makeshift several different living quarters because I've got 3 eggs in the incubator that are due in 6 days. So, on that note, I'm going to put Poppy's updates on the Facebook page instead. That way I'm not uploading a whole bunch of 2-minute videos or something to YouTube. YouTube's got some kind of thing against me with some videos right now. So, I'm going to have to reread the rules and figure out where I'm going wrong with it as far as being able to post live. I don't know, maybe I have to have a certain amount of airtime or something before I can post live. But anyways, so all the updates on Poppy are going to be put on the Mission to Micro Farming page on Facebook. So if you want to keep up with Poppy, jump on over to Facebook and follow that page, like that page. Otherwise, you're my new best friend. Thanks for letting me vent. I appreciate you listening. It's been a heck of a day. I have a feeling it's not over, so prayers for Poppy to have a quick recovery. And prayers that nobody gets hurt while I finish out my awesome day. See you, everybody.